Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather and this is Create Your Own Cozy. On today's video, I'm going to update 3 pieces of wood furniture type stuff. I'm going to grab a relatively big end table that I got at a garage sale. Someone just put a free sign on it. It's very heavy and I'm just going to update it so it'd be more sellable. And I did do a basic white because I thought that is the quickest way for this to sell. My goal here is to get some more mid-priced items in my booth. A lot of you guys mentioned that I need some more pieces with a much higher profit margin. So I'm trying to get some stuff that's in the like $40 to $100 range. This piece of furniture I got for free at a garage sale, a neighborhood garage sale. Someone just put a free sign on it. It's super heavy. So that's a great profit margin when you start at zero. Gonna do a little side table that I got for $5 at the thrift store. Just kind of update that a little bit, make it a little quirky with some decor transfers. And then I just looked around and found an old stool that my kids used to use to wash their hands when they were smaller, and we really don't need it anymore. And I wanted to update the look of it. And again, that one was free. So I'm trying to get some better profit margin pieces into my booth. Also, for those of you guys who were not with me from the very beginning of this channel, a lot of times I did a lot of furniture projects and Henry would just get in the shot constantly. That's the main reason I brought him on the channel anyway, because there was no way to keep him out of the shots. Today is a great example of how this little stinker is just all in my business every time I'm painting. And I don't know, like, does he think something's wrong? Because he just decided like he just needed to pay so much attention to me today when I was painting. So I hope you enjoy Henry's multiple cameos. And now you see the reason why I brought the little stinker to my DIY channel and why you guys are saying he has to be here full time. So guys, I hope you enjoy these projects and let's get started. So I know I'm going white here. I contemplated doing something fun and colorful, but I really wanted something that was going to sell well and relatively soon so that I could get some high profit in next month's booth. So I am using my Farmhouse Paints furniture paint in the color ash white. I do like this paint. I am gonna use this can up and then see if I can try out some other paints to see if I have a preference. But this is the type of paint. See, Henry, is he worried about me? Like, what in the world, dude? But this is the type of paint that has a built-in sealer in it. So it's nice and hardy, and I know that this is going to last for a while. So I ended up doing 3 coats of white on the sides, and you can see that the first coat is going to look bad, especially since you're coloring or covering white over a dark bottom, but just making sure I'm getting in all the crevices, making sure there's not any paint drips. This was therapy for this day. Quite honestly, I was kind of in a funk, and this helped, just painting helped me kind of get back to my roots. So this was really good therapy for me this day. And the beauty of the paint that has a top coat already in it is that you can sand it and kind of get it to almost have like a sheen and remove some of the brush strokes if you have any. So I did do some sanding on the legs. I used a sanding pad, which was kind of mild, and then I went and just got a piece of sandpaper to kind of distress back a little bit. I wanted it to be lightly distressed, but not heavily. Then I moved on to the top. As you can see here, I am making sure the edges are covered, and then I will go with the grain with my strokes. I think I'm going to end up doing a total of 4 coats on the top just because it's something that's going to get a lot of wear. So 3 coats on the body, 4 coats on the top, letting it, this only took like 30 minutes to dry, sanding it down in between just to kind of make sure that it's a nice smooth surface. I always like to rub my hand across it because I'm such a tactile person, and if I can feel like it being weird, like I will hate that. So I sand it down, and even though this has a top coat built in. I am going to either use a Minwax wax on the top of this or a polyacrylic on the top that doesn't yellow, just because it is an end table, it will get wear. But the beauty of it being lightly distressed is if it gets a little bit of wear, it looks like it's meant to be that way. If you have them completely perfect and it gets a nick, then you know it's out of place. So this next piece I got at the thrift store for $5, and I did this with both pieces. I used Crud Cutter to clean it up and get kind of the sheen off and all the grime, but this piece, I should have gotten my warning sign, did a lot of bleeding when I was cleaning it up, and I noticed right away when I started painting it white that it was coming out more of a brown. So I stopped right away, took it outside and sprayed it with some shellac, and after that dried, proceeded to paint this guy white, 3 coats as well, sanded it down, and then I thought this would be a good end table or a little plant stand. And there's a lot more uses in people's houses for this, so it didn't need to be as traditional. So I decided this one could have a fun little transfer on it just to be a little bit different and fun. And I'm pretty happy. I think it's really cute. I'm tempted to keep it in my own space because it's so cute, but it's going to the booth. Originally, I was going to put this in the center, and then I asked my networking group that I'm a part of what they thought I should do, and they had a great idea to put it kind of off center. I was going to do on each side, but I kind of liked just a little tiny bit in the front. You could put a plant on there, you could put stuff on there and not miss what's on there. So I made sure I used the IOD Anthology transfer. I'm just burnishing it on here, and I am going to cover this up with some Minwax after I am done. I did sand it with 220 grit just to make it look a little bit older, since I did do like a chippy finish on this one. And what do you guys think? Now this next one was, I have paint on my brush, what else can I paint? So I grabbed a stool that was in the house, painted it 3 coats of white, had the transfers out, added it to this, and then just really quickly had a third project done. And the thing is, when you get paint on the brush, all of a sudden the motivation hits. You got to go with it, right?
Did you have a favorite? I don't know. I really love this little plant stand right now, but I would love to know in the comments below if you had a favorite. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Like this video if you liked it, and let me know in the comments below what your favorite was, or if there's a project in your house you might look at and say, you know what, I'm gonna update that and either sell it or use it so it fits with my current decor. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.